Violent Night is a 2022 American Christmas-themed activity satire movie coordinated by Tommy Wirkola and composed by Pat Casey and Josh Mill Operator. It follows Saint Nick Claus, depicted by David Harbour, as he battles hired fighters who have kidnapped a rich family in their home. The film likewise stars John Leguizamo, Alex Hassel, Alexis Stronger, Eddie Patterson, Cam Gigandet, Leah Brady, and Beverly D'Angelo. Rough Night had its reality debut at the New York Comic Con on October 7, 2022. General Pictures delivered the film in performance centers in the U.S. on December 2, 2022. The film got acclaim from pundits for Harbour's presentation yet analysis for its screenplay, and has netted $74 million around the world. In Greenwich, Connecticut, Jason Lightstone, his alienated spouse Linda, and their 7-year-old little girl Trudy visit his mom Gertrude's manor to observe Christmas with his sister Alva, her new beau, and wannabe activity star Morgan Steele, and Alva's web-based decoration child Bertrude. Finding an old walkie-talkie for Trudy to converse with Saint Nick, Jason and Linda hear her main desire, to turn into a family once more. Shakily conveying presents, Saint Nick Claus shows up at the Lightstone home where the cooks uncover themselves to be hired soldiers with Christmas-themed codenames. Driven by Mr. Penny Pincher, they butcher the staff and abduct the family. Saint Nick is found by one of the thugs, whose gunfire drives off the reindeer, and they battle until Santa Claus takes him through of a window to his demise. Abandoned, Saint Nick chooses to save Trudy and her family from Miser, who requests the $300 million in real money from the chateau's vault. Saint Nick kills one more associate and takes his radio, running over Trudy's channel, and tracks down the hired fighters on his supernatural mischievous rundown. At the point when Trudy's walkie-talkie is found, Jason lets their detainers know that she is basically playing pretend and proclaims that Saint Nick isn't genuine, making her get away in the upper room. Saint Nick consoles Trudy over the radio, uncovering that he was once Nickamon the Red, a ruthless Viking champion, and tracks down solace in his 1,100 years of union with Mrs. Claus. Mr. Tightwad's partner in crime Krampus powers the family to introduce their gifts to Gertrude, who is shocked by a card from Jason. Injured, Saint Nick is caught by Penny Pincher, who has hard feelings toward Christmas. Saint Nick's information on their genuine characters persuades thugs Gingerbread and Candy Stick that he is genuine, and he utilizes his sorcery to get away from through the fireplace, however they consume his enchanted sack. Gertrude's private kill crew drove by Officer Thorpe shows up, however are allied with Penny Pincher and kill Morgan when he attempts to get away. Finding the vault unfilled, Tightwad undermines Linda and Jason admits that he took the cash and was wanting to escape with his significant other and little girl, which he clarified in his card for his mom. He uncovers the cash concealed in a nativity scene outside and Gertrude pardons his foul play as the mysterious Lightstone transitional experience, having taken her organization from her granddad, picking him as her main beneficiary. Withdrawing to a shed, Saint Nick tracks down a demolition hammer and mercilessly butchers the kill crew. Trudy makes traps roused by Home Alone, bringing about Gingerbread's demise. Candy Stick gets ready to shoot her, yet she is killed by Saint Nick. Penny Pincher provides the request to kill the prisoners, however Alva, Linda, and Bert figure out how to kill Krampus, all things being equal. Tightwad and Thorpe escape into the forest with the cash and a hostage Gertrude, sought after by Saint Nick. Linda kills the last hired soldier and Trudy sees her folks rejoin with a kiss. Tricked by Tightwad, Saint Nick collides with a lodge and Miser winds up on the insidious rundown and recognizes Santa Claus is genuine and chooses to kill him as he faults Christmas for destroying his life as a youngster. They battle, and Penny Pincher gains the high ground, yet is quickly killed when Saint Nick utilizes his wizardry to drag him up the lodge's chimney stack, pulverizing and gutting him. Saint Nick is lethally shot in the back by Thorpe, who is killed by Gertrude. Regardless of Jason consuming a portion of the cash to keep him warm, Saint Nick capitulates to his injuries. Trudy moves her family to all announce their faith in Saint Nick, and he is resuscitated, conceding that he doesn't actually figure out how Christmas enchantment functions. His reindeer get back, with a note from Mrs. Claus and another sack of presents, and Saint Nick says farewell to Trudy prior to taking off to complete the process of conveying presents, his confidence in Christmas restored.